Alrighty, YouTube, where to begin, Kovalev. We got a lot going on here. Okay, look, let me kick it off in a kind of like an unusual way, okay? I'm watching a video. Kovalev's former coach, John David Jackson Jr., apparently he was kind of reciting a story about how he just got back from the UK, and he was talking to Yarde's coach, right? Kind of like the enemy, and he was talking to his coach and he was telling him, you know, you need to go to the body, you need to pressure Kovalev if you want to beat Kovalev. You know, basically, yeah, well, no, literally giving these guys the blueprint on how to beat Kovalev. Now, I mean, I understand that's not like, you know, real deep inside information, but the fact that he would even do that and talk publicly about it is kind of strange because, you know, I thought it was kind of funny how Kovalev's coach, you know, he's telling these dudes how to beat them, right? And for you boxing heads out there, remember the accusations fired against Jackson during the Kovalev-Andre Ward fight, right? Remember they said Andre Ward offered Kovalev's coach money to jump ship and to go to Team Ward. Like, this is like during the build-up of the fight. Accused John David Jackson Jr. of giving Team Ward like information. You know, you remember all that. But of course, you know, he strongly denied the accusations, and here we are. You know, the dude is on camera, you know, talking about, oh, I was just over there telling them how to beat Kovalev, right? So anyway, where do we begin? All right, the legal situation, right? Why is this fight happening? Kovalev, another legal battle, harassing another woman. Do we talk about Canelo Kovalev? What happens if Canelo loses? Could it be the biggest upset of the year? There's just so much to go over. I don't even know really where to begin. So I guess I can kind of break it all down real quick. I don't know, just a quick video for the Kovalev fans out there. And let me kick it off by saying I want to believe Kovalev, okay? I want to be a Kovalev fan, but it's getting a little bit hard to do. I mean, every time I turn around, he's accused of, like, harassing a woman or being drunk or just just an asshole in general, right? But, you know, I'm not going to pass judgment. I made a video about this a while back. I'm not going to pass judgment until we know the full just story in its entirety, right? He just had a court case in April. Okay, and I believe it was like postponed until after the fight, might go to trial. I mean, he's facing like, I think like up to 4 years in prison, you know, worst case scenario, you know, but I doubt that's going to happen. They're probably going to settle it out of court, that kind of thing. So allegedly they're at a party. They're out in Big Bear, a lot of drinking going on. Sergey Kovalev went to some lady's cabin. And I'm not going to mention her name, but there was some type of, I don't know, what do you call it? Maybe like a dispute, okay? And then he allegedly, I'm not laughing at that, he allegedly punched her in the face, like broke her nose, injured her vertebrae, and then like kicked her dog. Like, how are you going to kick somebody's dog? I mean, I can't even make this crap up, you know? So I don't know, but we'll see. I don't know. It just seems like there's a pattern formulating when it comes to Kovalev, but again, I'm going to hold judgment. Now, next thing you know, he's on an airplane, grabbed a woman's hand, tried to kiss her. I don't know, basically got in a big shouting match. You know, other people on the plane wanting him to get kicked off the plane. They eventually kicked him off the plane. You know, the passenger, they're all complaining, right? So it's just crazy. Like, is he like drinking a little, you know, vodka bottle, whatever vodka the hell he drinks? I don't know. I mean, they're all rumors at this point, so I don't know. You know, like I said, there's just a lot to break down. Now, here's Anthony Yarde, okay, WBO mandatory, and we know he was offered step-aside money, but refused because he believes he can beat Kovalev, okay? And I think and there's a big if there's going to be another upset of the year, it could be this particular fight. But, you know, like Andre Ward said, you know, he's really bulky. We're talking about Yarde. He's really bulky. All that blood goes to the muscle. You run out of gas, and you basically gas out, right? He's never fought someone like Kovalev, this caliber of a fighter. You know, a lot of people are calling it just a huge mismatch. I mean, I kind of agree, right? I kind of agree. But, you know, he's going to need to do everything right on fight night if he wants a chance to beat Kovalev. But look, I want to repeat myself, okay? I think this could be the upset of the year, but ultimately I do have Kovalev winning. I don't know, I'll do like a prediction video. I got him winning by stoppage, but in the same breath, I would not be surprised if he gets beat, okay? I mean, look at what happened with Andre Ward. Look at what happened with Gonzalez. You never know. But, you know, I think Kovalev fighting in Russia is a huge advantage for him emotionally, you know, psychologically, that kind of thing. And the people of Russia, you know, he's getting a lot of love over there. So, and also even Yarde, they're treating Yarde right over there too. So, now, we know, like I said, we know he's not going to get a decision in Russia, right? He's going to be fighting in Kovalev's backyard, basically, you know, his original, you know, birthplace. So, you know, I don't know. To me, there's no way he's going to get a decision, you know, but he does have that high knockout percentage, right? He's won nearly every fight by knockout except for one. I think he's like 18, what is he, 18 and with 17 knockouts? I mean, so the dude's got power. So if anyone can knock out Kovalev, it would be this guy, because if you go back and look at Gonzalez, or no, I'm sorry, why do I keep saying Gonzalez? Alvarez, I mean, I think he had like 12 knockouts, you know, so this guy, you know, Yarde, he's got a lot of knockouts. So Yarde said his plan was to knock everyone out in the amateurs because he wanted to make a name for himself. He didn't really focus on the craft of boxing. You know, he said that he'd rather just knock them out, right? To get himself into a good position to get a good fight, and that's exactly what happened. He did it through the amateurs, did it through pros. You know, he's a knockout artist. So, you know, I don't know, but if you fans ever need an example of a step-up fight, you can reference this particular fight because it's a huge step up, right? I mean, he's going in Kovalev's backyard. And again, he's never fought anyone like this, meaning he needs a knockout, at a bare minimum, a knockdown, you know, to walk away with the decision, which I don't even think that would do it, honestly. So, and look, I was watching the highlight reel from Yarde, and like I said, the dude's got a scary right hand. I mean, you know, whether it's right down the middle or the right hook, whatever, he's just got a lot of power in that right hand. And also noticed he has a tendency for hitting his opponent on the side of the head. Right, you know, same shot Anthony Joshua got hurt with. And I watched like three knockouts in a row on YouTube. You know, almost every time it was on the side of the head or close to being like an illegal punch. You know, but apparently he's known for power in both hands. So, you know, I guess, yeah, he's got power in both hands. You know, I was reading an article earlier from Dan Raphael, and he was talking about the left hand. You know, so I don't know. So, you know, I'm wondering if he can catch Kovalev on the side of the head like that, you know, will it be another questionable stoppage? You know, maybe another low blow like Andre Ward? I mean, we don't know. We don't know yet. And hopefully you people will go watch the highlight reels, read a few of the articles before you make a comment, because I've done my homework on this particular matchup. I really have. I've basically went through all the articles. I've watched probably 7 or 8 videos. I've watched a few fights, that kind of thing. So, you know, yeah, I mean, I did my homework on this. Now, the main thing I walk away with is he has a scary right hand. Like I just said, he's got a scary-ass right hand. I mean, some of those knockouts, I was like, damn, it was like Mike Tyson, you know what I mean? This is crazy power in that right hand, you know, so that kind of worries me. I mean, for Kovalev, you know, and look, let's be honest about the matchup. I mean, look, people are watching the fight because they don't like Kovalev. A lot of people, okay, a lot of them are Andre Ward fans, or they just don't want Kovalev to win. You know, I've noticed a lot of that on social media. Like, they want vindication, right? They didn't like the way things were handled during Andre Ward. They don't like the accusations against women, things like that. You know, so they want him to lose. Okay, so and if Kovalev wins, they're going to say, well, it's a mismatch. You know, but if he loses, like I said, they're going to say, oh, he got exposed. I told you he was a bum. You know how it goes, right? You know how it goes. So let's talk about the resume for a minute. You know, and you guys all know Kovalev's resume, but I kind of want to focus on Yarde for a bit here. 94% knockout ratio, right? 94. I mean, like I said, he's got a high-ass knockout ratio. And yeah, 18-0, 17 knockouts, 28 years old, you know, 6 foot tall. You know, he's got what it takes. He's got what it takes, but I don't know. I mean, I've heard defensively, though, he's lacking, right? You know, people keep telling me that defensively he's weak as hell. And I didn't really see that in the fights that I watched, but again, it's that caliber of opponent. You know, looking at his resume, I mean, there's just not a lot to talk about there. So, you know, Travis Reeves, that was a guy, he caught him on the side of the head. I want to say it was that Tony Averlant or whatever. I can't remember. No, I forget who it was. There was like 2 or 3 guys, like I said, caught him on the side of his head. But I'm looking here. his last 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So yeah, last 3 fights, TKO. Basically, referee just jumped in and stopped it before the other guy got really hurt ultimately. But and then of course, yeah, Kovalev, we know. Alvarez, right? Fought Shabransky, lost to Alvarez. What did I say earlier? I said Gonzalez, I think. I meant Alvarez. Of course, taking 2 losses against Andre Ward, which I think that was the downfall of Kovalev right there after the Isaac Chilemba fight and, the Jean Pascal fight and all that. We thought he was the crusher. He was indestructible. And then Andre Ward comes in, and I believe he got robbed. Look, one thing I'll never forget is that look on Andre Ward's face, right? Remember when they read the decision that he was completely shocked that he won, right? And then he went with it. He's like, oh, yeah, I knew all along. Of course I won. Yeah. He just played it, right? He just went along with it, okay? And then, the rematch, go listen to my video if you want to hear what I think about the low blow and all that. But was Kovalev done? Regardless of that low blow, leaned against the ropes and, Andre Ward, pushed down on his back. Whatever, you decide. But I don't, like I said, go watch my video if you want to hear what I really think. And then, like I said, B. Shabransky. Now, here we are. Anthony Yarde. What is going to happen? I'm going to make maybe 1 or 2 more videos, but I do believe Kovalev is going to walk away at the win. It might be a decision. I don't know. But, I do know Yarde. He's got a good chin, but he's got a lot of power. But I think right now he's too green. Ultimately, every time I even think about, saying he can win, I'm like, no, he's too green. There's no way Kovalev's going to let this happen. But then again, we don't know. We simply don't know. Like I said, you got Kovalev getting in more trouble on an airplane, rumors that he's drinking, he's not in shape. The same old crap we always hear about Kovalev, so, and I'm curious. I want to know how the legal situation plays out, right? I want to know, but I'm pretty sure it's going to end in, like I said, some type of settlement, and we're never going to know, but I do care. And people say, well, it's boxing, why do you care what happens outside of the ring? Because, if I'm going to put my stamp of approval on a fighter, if I'm going to back them up, on my channel and on social media and everywhere else, and I'm not going to back up a woman beater, right? I will denounce Kovalev if he's out here really truly hitting on women, because I think that's like the most cowardly thing a man can do. Ultimately it is. In my book, other than like hitting a kid or something, I can't think of anything that a man can do that is more cowardly than hitting a woman, especially if you're a world-class fighter. Come on, dude, just come on. So hopefully he's vindicated, but, we'll see. So, I don't know, guys, I'm probably going to leave it at that. I just kind of wanted to talk about it for a minute. Like I said, the what do you call it, the conversation right now really is more focused on the legal battles and everything like that, and not really on the matchup, because everyone's just writing this guy off, and he seems like a nice guy. From all the videos I've watched, all the interviews I've watched, Anthony Yarde, he seems like a pretty cool dude, but I don't know, does he have a chance? It's hard to say, very hard to say, but I do think, I don't know, I think Kovalev, he's a little bit suspect right now. I think he's at the end of his career, and there's just a lot of drama going on, changing coaches to, who is it, Buddy McGritt, he has improved. He has definitely improved, but we'll see. I don't know, guys. I'll probably leave it at that. Just a quick one, just on here babbling for a minute. So who do you have winning, and what do you think about this legal situation?